So yun mga bay, it's me Bulls Play and welcome back to our channel. So for today's topic is all about my job class, Minstrel in Ragnarok and Classic. Alright, so without further ado, let's start. So currently I am using my bow for questing, or let's just say MR or whatsoever for PvE. This is for PvE, but my main weapon is currently my bass, plus 10 bass, and of course, it's a star bass, 2 slot with variable custom reduction, and with the arrow of with a card of rain of arrow. So this card is good for boost up your damage of severe rainstorm. Alright, so um, I wanted to share my build, or currently this is the AA build or attack auto build with severe rainstorm. This one, or raging storm in short. Alright, so if you're going to change the weapon to base or bass, so it will be a melee attack. So currently that's why I'm using the bow type, so it can automatically range attack on my questing or whatsoever that I am going to use it for PvE. But when you're going to do instants and other runs, so of course you're going to use the main weapon class. Alright, as for the stats, my current stats is Agi, Dex, and Luck. Why luck? Because the skills or master skill of the Minister is all about the luck, or the chance to cast twice of our Volcan or Raging Storm. That's why we are using the luck stats. And of course, the Agi is for the auto attack build. So if you're going to use also the int, you can also have the int when you are maxed out on luck. This is for PvE, huh? It's not for good for PvP. PvP is another story of our build. Alright, so let's just focus on this one, PvE. So currently we have a full stats of Agi, Dex, and the rest is luck. So currently this is my attack 7,000 with of course the buff of the Bel Encanto. So it can boost up your reduce after skill of your offensive skill, and of course the ancient song here can boost up your attack, physical attack. And as you can see, this skill is the one that I have always have in my auto attack. So let's go to the Frontera. So I am going to show you the auto attack build in the dummy. Currently, I don't have a dummy yet in my home, since I have not yet focusing level upping my home. Alright, so let's go to the Frontera dummy. So we will not use a food buff and food stats. So let's just go for a raw. Probably the only buff we have is the skills, like the wolf and the ancient song. So why I'm using wolf, since this can add up for attack speed, and right now we don't have a lot of agi or attack speed to boost up or to increase the max attack speed to 480%. So if we're going to use the wolf dance, so it can buff up our attack speed into 320 or 311%. Right? So that's why I'm using the wolf dance. And also the main damage we will have is the raging storm. So the backup or secondary damage is only the attack or auto attack. So as you can see, this is the auto attack with raging storm build. So we have a damage up to 238 or 200,000 plus per drop of the arrow storm. So yeah, if you're going to add up more on this, foods and the other buffs, and also from the other job class of buff like high priest and mechanic, so we at least I think we can reach up to 500,000 per arrow drop. Also, the main arrow we are using is the fire arrow. Since there is a boost up of the runes, fire arrow runes of the buff. Okay, so I know it's confusing, but currently I will be showing you the other runes on this video. Alright, so the main weapon or the main items we have is currently the bass. Next is the adventure, of course the ignore death, and right now I am also focusing on our death and attack. So they say that 100% or 120% is enough ignore death. So we will be focusing also on our penetration and attack. So the more attack you have, the more penetration it can deal with your enemy. Alright, so again, let's go back to our equipment. Of course, Master Shield, the off-hand, and then the free card from the event. Of course, the elegant uniform. If you can get Monarch card, then you can get it, and or else get use the free MVP card for this armor. Next is the ancient cape, right? So you can also use the dark archer. Of course, if you don't have this kind of equipment, you can use only the reef equipment. Alright, so just focus on ignore death and use the free cards you have. And of course, if the goal is you can have or just get the card, the dark archer card, and also the I'm sorry, also get this rain of arrow card. So focus on these cards. It is for free to play players. Mind you, I have spent a little bit of this game, so I have got this kind of items. Alright, so next, if you don't have this dog tooth, you can also use the adventure master necklace. So as for the card on this, you can also zipper bear or the maiden, the free card maiden. Alright, so next is the head kabuto. If you have this one, if you don't have this one, just use any penetration or any ignore death, or just dex plus dex. As you see, I think the best um other headgear is this one. This is good for free to play players, right? uh Blue rainbow. All right, so of course the Mr. Scream, and then the bone in the mouth, and of course the newest Nibelian Star, which is cost around 13 million something. And yeah, of course the ridge sculpture. So currently this will be good for PvE equipment, and I know you can get this easily. Just get and farm Zenny for your character. Alright, so let's go to the skills. We'll stop hitting first. Let's go to the skills. Skills is focusing on arrow shower, max it. So I will not explain further here. Just uh, get the necessary skills to unlock the other skill tree. So yeah, here of course the use musical instrument to buff up your auto attack and so others. Of course I will be using the eternal chaos for reduced defense of the enemy, and of course the lullaby for crowd control. So as you can see, I am using here the lullaby and eternal chaos. About the War drum and the Nibelungin or Nibelungen ring. I will be not using this since I already have the 18 song. So again, for the bard, this is the skill information. Dex is the clown. So we just get the arrow content. Probably uh, will still will not be using this one. I probably think change to the Nibelungen ring if you wanted to have a performance for this increased penetration. I think increased penetration is also good for buff for your, but you can only use only buff only one buff per active skill you have. So you can buff up Ancient Song, Wolf Dance, and then Nibelungen Ring. But currently, I am using Eternal Chaos, Wolf Dance, and Ancient Song. So this is my primary buff and debuff when I am going for instances and other runs. Okay, so as for the Minstrel, of course, you will be focusing on Raging Storm on how you're going to power up your Raging Storm damages. So, yeah, you will be you will be maximizing your Raging Storm, Wolf Dance, and Aging Song, and then Shield. Of course, at least you can have at least a support skill for your party because sometimes the heal of the high priest or archbishop is not enough for the party. So yeah, you can at least have a support skill or support heal for your party when doing instances and other runs. All right, so for master skill, at least put also for support resurrection at least 2 level, and so that you can also back up the high priest or archbishop to resurrect your party members. And of course, the master skill, you will be completing this one. This is a very important because it can boost up a lot of your raging storm or arrow volcan, but we are currently focusing on our raging storm, so we will be having to buff up our raging storm. All right, so you can just level up to unlock the prerequisite skills for this DAS concerto. But if you have a lot of money, so you can maximize or um, uh, level up all the skills of master skill. So if I were you, just focus on Das Concerto and Bel and Canto. So Bel Canto Echo is good for your offensive skill because it can reduce after skill when you cast this skill. And of course, when you have a lot of luck, Dash Concerto is also good for your passive Raging Storm. As you can see, we can also have a luck buff here. So I think we can change here. No, not this one. Here, let's see. Okay, so I think we only have a buff for Aji and Flea. The luck is really, you really need to buff up on your raw stats. This one. And other adventure book is one adventure book, and probably items on cards, but don't worry, luck is not really that um, needed on your basic stat. It can just increase the passive or the chance to cast twice of this raging storm. So yeah, that's why I am also using bow for that auto attack, so it can really have a um, pretty much big chance to cast the raging storm multiple times. All right, so as for the runes, actually this is for PvE, huh? And our bass as already explained a while ago. And as for the runes, we are done with the skills. Of course, the adventure, we are focusing on our attack and luck. Of course, you will be getting the blueprints of the items, deposit it, just find the attack and luck for the adventure book. You can have a lot of attack and luck on the other books that you can craft. Alright, as for the runes, we will be having in Ignore Death course. Next is the Raging Storm range, since we are focusing on our Raging Storm. And then in switch, yes, you can also get this one because there's a in switch on your bonus stats. Take here, where is it? Okay, this plus 61, it can convert into your attack, so it's also good for to have the runes of the in switch here. And next is the ancient song, of course, our primary buff. No, not this one. This one. The ancient songs are played. Increase attack, of course. You can also add this one because it can increase your team member to the magic class. You can increase, but since we are using this one, we are physical or attack class. We are going to use the ancient song sharp blade. Alright, so as for the next one is, where is it? Elemental arrow. Sorry. Elemental arrow here, this one. Elemental arrow, increase attack. And this, of course, the increase elemental arrow number 2. Of course, don't forget about it. Increase elemental arrow 2. And then, you will not be getting the arrow volcan since you will be focusing on your raging storm. Of course, the arrow shower, since the raging storm is um, getting the damage from this arrow shower. So as you can see, the description skill of the raging storm is Valley of Yellow Arrows, and then down in 3 meters range, inflicts arrow shower 130% damage on enemies. So the raging storm is damage, or it will get damage from the arrow shower. Alright, so you're going to max out the arrow shower and the raging storm. So that's why we are going to get the raging storm or arrow shower runes. And of course, raging storm empowerment. It can increase the damage of your raging storm. And then normal attack, this one you get also. Then also the fire arrow. This is why I'm saying the main arrow we are using is the fire arrow, since this can boost up your damage also, and the burning effect can stack up to 2 times. So this is also good for um, crowd control, and lots of mobs will get hurt on this. But of course, if you're going to use the fire arrow on fire monster, then it's not good for the elemental counter. So of course, I will be using the water arrow. Alright, so next one is the instrumental attack. Of course, you will get this one also, but later on you will completely get these runes. Alright, so after all these things, you will you get you max out the runes on this one. Just get the dex. I think there's a dex here. Just get the dex, this one, like this. Get dex. Of course, also the attack. Just focus on the attack. A lot of attacks and the dex attacks. Yeah, just get all of these. And when you are finished in the attack, also get the refine attack. Alright, so this is what is the auto attack build with auto raging storm Minstrel we currently have. Alright, so I think this is it for now. If I have missed something, just comment down in this video, and I will reply. Or if you want me to make another video on that question you will be commenting, then let's just see on what I can do. So yeah, bow and weapon. I already posted something on this bow and weapon. When you are going to use bow, you cannot use the menstrual buff or skill. So this is the advantage of this one. So that's why I am using bow for questing and other, let's just say grinding, and so another feature of the PvE. But when I'm going to go all in DPS, I can, if you're going to do instances, then we will be using our main weapon, which is the bass. Alright, so yeah, I think that's it everyone. Thank you for watching and peace out. See you next time.